What's up, agents? Wolf here. Welcome to another Division 2 build video. In today's video, I'm going to showcase a very powerful solo PVE build. With this setup, we can solo any kind of content in the game, legendary, heroic, whatever it may be. You will absolutely beam the NPCs, but also have quite a bit of survivability. So I'm going to be utilizing the new backpack called Backbone, which is a Lengmo brand set backpack, which has got perfectly unstoppable force. Killing an enemy increases total weapon damage by 7% for 15 seconds, and this stacks up to 5 times. That is 35% weapon damage. That is more than Memento and also more than Vigilance. So with a build like this, I would actually recommend going for a little bit of blues. Now the reason being is because I think Vigilance will still be the best for an all red setup. Because with Vigilance, you don't want to get shot. Therefore, having full reds, being able to get that 25% weapon damage at all times is probably still going to end up doing more damage in this over the course of a mission. But because Vigilance has a downside of every time you get shot, you lose it, that makes this backpack talent so good right now. Because Unstoppable Force has always been good, but now we get even more damage. Makes it a top tier, one of the best backpack talents for damage for a build that has more than one blue. The reason being is because we can afford to get shot and still keep the damage. Now, we will need to stack this up, but once you get this stacked up, it is insane damage, and we combine it with Obliterate on the chest for huge numbers. Now, keep that in mind. I have got 3 blues and only 3 reds. With a setup like this, I have got 176% critical hit damage and 58% crit chance. This build absolutely melts, and it performs incredibly well playing solo or in a group, playing legendary missions. So I absolutely recommend you guys give this a shot. So in this video, I will showcase the full build in detail, and then you can enjoy some gameplay. So make sure you follow me on X and Twitch. Links will be in the description. Let's get on with the build video. My specialization choice is going to be Gunner. As I mentioned before, Vigilance isn't the greatest in a blue setup that when you get shot. Now, with this blue build, we can afford to get shot. That's why Unstoppable Force will be better than Vigilance. So I am banking on getting shot. Therefore, armor on kill is going to be very important. Now, you can stack as much armor on kill as you want on the build. You're going to have to sacrifice damage to do that, but that is completely up to you. Remember, builds are only a template for you to adapt to suit your own playstyle. So make sure assault rifle damage is activated and everything else is on. And that's pretty much all you need to know for specializations. You can choose whichever one you want, but hopefully that explanation kind of, it explains to you why I've chosen Gunner. So 1.2, it should be 1.3 because I don't have a full blue here. But I think 3 blues and 3 reds is a good balance. You can gauge for yourself how far you want to go. Like I said before, the higher your armor, the more you'll actually get back, but then it's relative. So if you wanted to go for more armor on kill, you can use the named 511 gloves. That could be really good to give yourself some more. Then you will be getting a lot more armor back each enemy you kill, because the whole point of this build is to kill enemies. So playing in a group might not be as powerful as playing solo with this build, because we require to get kills. So if you're going to play in a group, just keep that in mind. You may struggle to keep the backpack talent activated. So I would recommend utilizing this build more in a solo playstyle. So with this talent, guys, it is very easy to get stacked with this build, because we can already do so much damage through the brand set bonuses and the Coyote's Mask that I've put on here. So we can hit high numbers, but also get our armor back. So we can afford to get shot, but not lose damage. And I think that's why this backpack is top tier now. So you can gauge how much armor on kill you want, how many blues or reds you would like. That is on you. But playing solo in the highest difficulty content will be tricky. So you need to think to yourself, well, I can add more tiers to my shield. This is a tier 3 shield. I'm going to be using a shield. Now I can tank with my shield, tank quite a lot of damage getting shot, and then just get my armor back, then beam out the NPCs. I'm actually quite amazed with the damage, and it put out a lot more damage than I thought it would. So I have got the St. Elmo's engine. You guys can go for whatever AR you want. You can use a FAMAS, an MK16, the SOCOM version. You can use Optimist, fast hands on any of those guns. That's what I would recommend. But St. Elmo's has just got the best mods, and it works incredibly well with shocking the enemies, and it's just arguably the best AR in the game right now. So that's what I've gone for here. Secondary is on you. The sidearm orbit pistol for more crit damage. You can use whatever you want there. So Coyote's Mask, because I'm going to be playing solo, and it does make sense because I get extra damage when I'm close, or kind of little bit further away, I still get 10% crit damage and crit chance and 25% crit damage. You can put as much crit chance you want. It depends on where you're going to stay, what distance you're going to stay from the enemies. Then you can kind of gauge whether or not you go for full crit chance or not. That's on you. But I feel like for an AR build, generally I like to go, between like 10 to 25 meters, somewhere there. So you're still going to be getting a lot of crit damage here, and I recommend going for this because we've already got Grupo here. So if you didn't use a Grupo here and you wanted to go for Fox's Prayer knee pads, which isn't the greatest because remember the enemies will be in cover a lot, therefore you don't get any bonuses or damage increase whatsoever for that, so you don't get any multiplicative damage. That's why I recommend going for probably the armor damage a bit more, because the enemy's armor is difficult to get through and the health is easy, especially because ARs get health damage. So if you don't use the Grupo, then rather use a Grupo if you're going to be sticking from longer, like really long ranges, but you need to kind of look at the bonuses and engage for yourself whether or not the Coyote or Grupo will be better here. So I have gone for Coyote's Mask, then Fenris for that baseline increase in weapon damage. 10% AR damage is perfect. Then Obliterate. We can stack it up. We're going to be shooting all the time, and a high crit chance means we can get this stack pretty good. It's one of the best chest piece talents for damage. Then Picaro's Holster. What more can I say? I've got crit damage rolled here because the weapon gives us a lot of crit chance through the modifications. We get skill haste, but the weapon damage is just too good to pass up. You guys know Picaro's by now. Then the Backpack Backbone. This is what the build's based around. Perfectly unstoppable force. 10% more damage than the normal one. Grenade kills can also add 2 stacks. But we can combine this maybe with the exotic chest. But for now, I wanted to make a more, damage setup. So with this, we do get explosive resistance, which absolutely does help, especially with Beep Beep Jones Grenadiers in legendary missions, as you guys know. So this is actually a really good one-piece bonus. It's 20%. I think that is actually quite amazing. Then the gloves. You don't have to use contractors. Go for the named 511 for more armor on kill. That would make this build even stronger if you needed the survivability. Then I wanted to get extra multiplicative damage to armor because of the type of missions and content that I am doing and enemies I am facing. So LMG damage won't help too much. You can use an LMG for your secondary. That's on you. Then this has got a little bit of expertise. It's not too much. I don't even have my weapon fully maxed out or expertise, so I'm sure you guys will see higher numbers when you actually test it for yourself. Then the Grupo for the crit damage. Simple as that. Decoy, health, duration, shield, active regen, and health. I like to throw my decoy out, take the aggro away, get my kills, because we need to make sure we kill enemies all the time to get this talent or keep it up. Or get it and keep it up, really. But the damage is immense once you get it stacked, plus the Obliterate. This setup is amazing, and I'm definitely going to save this to one of my top tier loadouts, or a loadout that I'm going to be using all the time from now on. I really do enjoy it. So it's quite simple, guys. It's a crit build. So crit chance, crit damage rolled on everything. That's all you need to know. Your crit chance is up to you. Don't go less than 56% because we rely on the crits for Obliterate. And then I've got a crit damage modification on every piece here. As you can see, 12% on each piece. Chest piece, crit damage, crit chance, crit damage here, crit chance here, and then on the backpack, crit damage, crit chance. It's simple, and then same here. That's what you need to know. That's what you got to do to make this work. Take a look at the stats, guys. High crit damage, decent crit chance. Like I said, we need it for Obliterate. This build is amazing. The armor on kill that we have got, even though I haven't spec'd too much, is 120k, which is really good considering. 30% explosive resistance as well is no laughing matter. So pause the video if you want to see any of the other stats. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, enjoy the gameplay, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video. Peace out.
need of backup.
You'll be okay. Another dead asshole.
Incoming backup request. Detecting additional hostile contacts.